Hey, what is going on, my fellow Sagittarius? Butch Tarot here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I went with purple. I put it out there for people to say what color they like, and I just wanted to try something different, and I figured I've got a Purple Rain t-shirt on, so I might as well go with purple, right? A lot of people said purple, but let me know in the comments what color you like. I'm trying different colors to see which one works, and I might just keep switching them. I don't know. With all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what is going on? Sagittarius. What message do we have for Sagittarius? All right, Sagittarius. So the first thing that I see, Sagittarius, I mean, I feel like this is a lot about you. You know, I when I do readings, sometimes I'm picking up the other people's energy, but this is more directed solely at you. You know, it is about someone that's important to you. But I feel like there's a lot of big changes that you've been going through lately. You know, I see a huge transformation in you. And I feel like I feel like the changes have already started, but I feel like there's more changes to come. But the thing is I see that huge transformation in you. I feel like something has sparked you into something new, and I feel like the time is now. You know, this is what this read is telling me. The time is now. You know, we have the Knight of Wands, that Sagittarius energy, the Knight of Wands, that Sagittarius energy, and we have the King of Wands, that Leo energy. It's all about taking charge. It's all about going after what you want, no matter the obstacles, no matter the barriers. You know, if you know there's something that you want, and there may be some obstacles, there may be some barriers, but you know what you want, go after it. You know, don't hold back. You know, nurture what it is that you want. Take that leap of faith. Trust in yourself. Trust in your feelings. Trust in what it is that calls to you. You know, I feel like there's a bond that you share, and I feel like that bond only gets stronger. I feel like that bond can only get stronger, but you have to stop overthinking. I feel like you've been doing a lot of overthinking, and I feel like it's causing you a lot of stress and anxiety, but you know, stop overthinking. You know, that the Five of Swords. I mean, don't have regrets. You know, don't overthink this. Don't have those regrets. Don't let that stuff creep into your head. You know, just let it out. Don't hold yourself back anymore. You know, again, with more fire and the Aries energy, the Queen of Wands, go after what you want. You know, go for the win. Don't worry about the obstacles. Don't worry about the things that are in your way. It's a facade. It's not real. You know, sometimes we put those things in our way, or sometimes we create things to put in our way. But when it comes to this connection, none of those things are real. You know, what you fantasize about, what you want, you got to fight for it. You know, don't ever stop fighting for what it is that you want. Don't ever hold back. Let go of the shit that didn't work, and make room for the things that do. Anything that's been holding you back with this connection, it's not, like I said, we gotta open up. We gotta be direct and honest. If you want something bad enough, nothing should ever stop you. And in this case in particular, I mean, there's something that you very clearly want, and I feel like something's been holding you back. There's something you clearly want, or someone. I mean, it's someone obviously that you want, and something's been holding you back. But like I said, what you fantasize about can be a reality. We won't have to fantasize about it anymore. Fight for what you want. Don't worry about all the other things. It's not permanent. Just be honest, direct, go after it. Don't let things hold you back. Like I said with that devil card, don't let, sometimes the biggest thing that holds us back is our own mind. We second guess ourselves, or we overthink. I have a habit of that myself. I overthink a lot. But like I said, it's not helping you. It's not productive for you. You see the potential. With this connection, you see something that's real. And it's all those other things aren't real. And the more you give to this, the more you be direct with it, the more you be honest with it, we're going to see it through. And you will get what you want. But you have to make it so that you're taking charge. Like I said, with that Knight, that Knight of Wands and the King of Wands together. And then we got the Aries as well. And also the Fool card. It's all about taking that risk, because it's worth the risk. The reward is more than worth the risk. Nurturing this connection. It's real. And you can talk yourself out of it. You can second guess it. That isn't going to stop it from being real. This connection is much deeper than you ever thought. And I feel like there's a part of you that knows exactly what I'm talking about. There's a part of you that knows that I'm right. And it's not about me being right. I said that poorly. This read is right. Stop looking for reasons not to, and start trusting the reasons to. This connection is much deeper than you give it credit for, because I feel like there's a part of you that's almost like self-preservation, trying to hold back, trying not to give into it too much, trying not to get hurt. All those things, it's not productive. It's holding you back from what you always wanted. And like I said, I feel like the fantasy world and in reality, the fantasy can be a reality. It's right there in front of you. You just got to reach out and grab it. It's like that movie. I love that movie too, by the way, is that Silver Lining Playbook. And it's like when he said, when the universe gives you a sign, it's a sin to ignore it. Just take that chance. Put yourself out there. Put in the work. You put in the work, you'll get the reward. You will be happy. Happier, more happy than you ever thought you could be. But the time is now. Act on it. Don't think about it anymore. I mean, like I said, the ship has come in with that Three of Wands. The time is now. It's right there. It's there for the taking. They're there for the taking. Like I said, nothing impresses anybody more than just putting yourself out there. Being real. Like I said, again, time is now. The Knight of Swords. That quick moving energy. This bond that you have with this person will continue to grow, but you gotta let it breathe. You gotta water it. You gotta give it the sun. It's like I said, the Sun card. You gotta give it, and you'll get it. Now with this person, I mean, we have some Capricorn, There's some Pisces, some Cancer, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. You know, it's, if you go to the deepest core of it all and you think about things, it's like if you have a plant, you want that plant to grow, but you won't put it outside in the sun. You don't want to overwater it. You don't want to do all, you're thinking about all these things that you could do wrong. Stop thinking about the things you could do wrong and just start doing the things that you're thinking of. Just start letting it flow. You know, you have this plant and you keep it in your house because you don't want the wind to knock it over. You don't want animals to get it. You know, you don't want it to dry out, but then you don't want to overwater it. You know, you're thinking too much. Stop thinking too much. I know that's easier said than done because I'm a thinker. I think 10 steps ahead. I think of the worst, catastrophicize, I think it's called. Sometimes I can think of the worst possible scenarios, situations before they even come close to happening. And sometimes those outcomes I predict in my head when it comes to that. It's like when something's happening, like, you know, trying to think of a good example. The best example I can think of is like when it comes to one of my kids. You know, they're going somewhere new. You know, when my daughter first started school, I thought about, you know, she's going to go to school one day and wander off and they're going to lose her. I was thinking about some kids being mean to her. And I was thinking about maybe she won't have any friends and she'll, you know, all these things I thought about. She was in kindergarten last year, and it was so hard to take her to school the first. I'd like to say the first time, but to be more accurate, I think it was hard for me probably pretty much the whole damn year. You know, just depending on someone else to take care of my child during the day. You know, thinking about how making sure somebody's actually watching her, that kids don't bully her, or nobody's mean to her, or she doesn't get lost. Like all these things that we're thinking about. And none of it happened. She had a great time. She loved it. I was more upset about her going to school than she was. The first couple of days she was a little rough, but that's the thing. I was thinking about all these bad things that could happen, and they never happened. And what did happen is she loves school. You know, now when I pick her up, she's hugging every kid in the school. She has all these friends. She has these, you know, really awesome teachers. But it was like that with all my kids. Her, I think it was a little bit more than the others because, you know, she's just a little girl. In my mind, she'll always be that way. The boys were a little bit more, you know, both my boys are like more dominant. My middle son, he's just like me, so I was never worried about him because I never got bullied in school, thank God. I was more of the person that stuck up for the people getting bullied. And then my other son, he's just, you know, he can really make the best out of any situation. Very intelligent, you know, and he makes good choices when it comes to things. You know, he makes smart choices. So I was never as worried about them, but with her, she's just one of those people that walks in a room and gets to know everybody. Like, she just loves people. She's a Libra. You know, she can walk in a room and by the end of the day know everybody's name. I think it was until grade 2 that my middle kid, you know, really, I asked him, you know, I mean, grade 1, I mean, obviously you get to know the kids, but grade 2, the first week, he pretty much knew everybody's class. But grade 1, he didn't really seem that interested. He knew a few kids, the ones that he liked and stuff. But with her, I knew every kid the first 2 days. I knew every name. But that's the thing. It's the point of the story is sometimes we think the worst when that's never going to happen. And all it is wasted time. You know, sometimes we talk ourselves out of things. We want something so bad that we think that we're we're going to screw it up, or, you know, something's going to go wrong, that shit's going to keep you in the dark for a very long time. You know, even now, I'm not the type of person that goes out and initiates contact with people. Like, I'm more of like, you come to me. But there's sometimes when that's not enough. Sometimes you got to put yourself out there and give it everything you have. Anyway, that story got a little bit off topic, but I hope you get what I mean. All you Sagittarius out there, I mean, I'm an optimistic person. There's just sometimes when it comes to certain things that I just think of the worst possible scenarios, and I don't know what it is. I wish I could change that way of thought, but I'm good until something happens. But I don't want to put it out there that I think about that all the time, because I don't. I don't think of the worst possible scenarios when it comes to, you know, I'm going to go get food and it's going to be food poisoning or something. I'm not that person. It's just when it comes to things that are important to me. Mainly my kids. You know, that's my deal. But normally I'm pretty optimistic when it comes to things. You know, when I'm going to do something, I usually think of the best case scenario. But certain things, like I said, some things, and I feel like love would be one of those things that I'd catastrophize. I think that's what it's called. I remember looking it up before because I was wondering what the hell was wrong with me. Anyway, that's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.